The GMA 3 will not include TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, according to ABC News. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach's futures at ABC have been decided. Following a Thursday mediation session, the two have been fired from GMA 3 and ABC News. According to a statement from an ABC News representative to it, we all concluded that it's best for everyone if Amy Robach and TJ Holmes leave ABC News after having several fruitful discussions with them about our alternatives. We appreciate their contributions and are aware of their talent and dedication over the years. Holmes would not return to ABC, according to three sources who previously told it that even though exit arrangements had not been formalized. However, it wasn't yet obvious how Robach would fare at the network. Nobody intended for it to get to this point, but damaging material just kept popping up. Most individuals were aware that this would be the verdict once the probe had lasted for several weeks. A source told it, TJ will be compensated. The bonds are broken. TJ's difficulties garnered all the headlines, but Amy is no angel, the person continued. Robach has always been professional and has taken her work and position extremely seriously, according to a different source who spoke to it. The source responded to one allegation that Robach drank at work and had alcohol in her office by saying, "It's usual to have drinks while on assignment, and / or be gifted stuff that are more adult in nature from various entities." However, it is ridiculous to think that she was drinking at work and arrived at work well inebriated. If that were the case, her actions would have become apparent years ago. When Amy is actually only to blame for falling for her colleague, it shocks me to hear all the accusations against her. The revelation was initially reported by TMZ, which stated that both anchors would get payments in accordance with their contracts following the very contentious mediation, during which ABC representatives accused Holmes and Robach of different wrongdoing. Non-disclosure clauses are frequent in settlements, according to Law & Crime President Rachel Stockman in an interview with it. It is customary that you would sign a non-disclosure clause in those deals if there was any sort of reward. In general, there has been a lot of discussion about them in the media, but restrictions prevent you from disclosing the details of the settlement, according to Stockman. This case really comes down to the morality clause in each of their contracts, and that's going to be the sticking point, right, on whether they are going to get a settlement or how much of the contract they are still going to have to pay out the network. So in a situation like this, I would think it would be pretty typical that there would be an NDA involved. But I do want to point out that this case really does come down to the morality clause in each of their contracts, and that a morality clause is essentially a clause in a contract that many executives and talent have. That if you do something that could damage the company's reputation, your employer has the authority to terminate your contract, she went on. In essence, it does provide for some room for interpretation for both the employee and the employer, since what exactly would be considered to be detrimental to your business? How much of the morals clause must be broken before it is considered a violation? The query is that the compensation, according to Stockman, won't prevent Holmes and Robach from finding work elsewhere. I'm not sure how much this has affected their ability to land a job, since I believe many people you speak with will say, "You know what? Workplace affairs do occur," she said. "We haven't seen the internal investigation's findings yet, so there may be things we don't know. Perhaps it wasn't handled properly." However, I do believe that some employers will be able to overlook this type of gear.